Welcome back to this month's Real Talk. These first few months of 2019 have been very busy for us.
This month we'll take a closer look at a career, we'll learn a lot about a group doing some incredible things, and we'll learn how one sport has changed the lives of its athletes and much more, so don't go away.
Our first story is a career spotlight on becoming a real estate agent. Corey brings us the story.
That I need to be selling real estate too, and so that's how I got started in selling real estate.
Can you tell us about one of your more enjoyable experiences in this business?
Oh, anytime you work with a good client, buyer or seller is always a good experience, but it's always a good experience when you see the first-time home buyers that they really enjoy getting a new home and they're excited about it. And it's good to see them be excited and to be investing in something that is going to be profitable for them. So I prefer to do auctions, but I do more real estate than I do auctions. But it's just good to see young people, when they get their first place, how excited they are and how much enjoyment they seem to have in learning the process.
What do you find the most challenging in the real estate business?
Having people to understand how to get pre-qualified in order to purchase a property so they can borrow money in order and to, keep their credit score up, make sure they don't make bad decisions and their credit cause getting harder to get loans if you don't have good credit. And it makes it some challenging for some people because they haven't prepared themselves to be ready to purchase a home. So they need to make their plans ahead of time.
What advice would you give someone who wants to become a real estate agent?
First thing, probably can't you get a paying job? But you just need to be honest with people, be willing to tell people the truth, even if it's not necessarily what they want to hear. And it takes quite a bit of work now to be a real estate agent. You have a lot of education you have to get, but the main thing you need to do is realize you need to be interested in people. It's not all about the electronics. You need to be a people person to be in the real estate business. That's how you make your best connections, is one-on-one.
Thank you for joining us today.
Hardin County is sure filled with some real-life heroes. The Mod Squad helps troubled teens find a new path in life. Bailey has that story.
I'm Judge Kimberly Shoemate. I'm a district judge here in Hardin County, Kentucky, and I have the privilege to work with juvenile court. A part of my work in juvenile court also includes working with the teen court program. And so we've held teen court here in Hardin County for about 20 years. And our goal for teen court is to try to give students an opportunity to be able to take a diversion that would keep them from going through the rigors of traditional court or putting that mask around them that says, you're a juvenile delinquent. So we try to avoid that for as many students as we can. And so one of the ways we do that is we have partners that we work with in teen court to help us be effective for those young students that found themselves on the wrong side of the law.
Pamela Nance Pittman is the founder of Mod Squad, one of the teen outreach programs that partners with Teen Court.
Mod Squad stands for Misters and Misses of Distinction. It's a teen outreach for teens by teens. We do everything possible to help them get scholarships, financial aid, meet the grade criteria, make sure that they are in school, because that is the number one thing. If you don't go to school, how can you be productive? And so once we get all of that established and settled, we just help them just meet their dreams and their goals.
Hannah Epstein is one of those students that found success in the program.
I got involved in Mod Squad around 9th grade year and all of that, and I just really liked the idea behind it and the message that they wanted to put out, so I decided that I wanted to get involved. I had really bad behavioral issues from like 7th grade. They were really bad, and I think Miss Pam is mainly what, helped me get through that and helped me grow as a person and mature.
The teen leaders use event planning as a way to raise money while teaching valuable life skills. As a part of the program, they also learn to mentor younger students.
We only fundraise our money. And with that, that teaches these kids so many financial literacy skills that they would not have. They write checks, they do money orders, they do the whole nine. They pay bills, they do everything.
CEO Dewana Nance Pittman is a veteran of the Mod Squad program.
It's just been my oomph and my drive to make sure that these kids get the proper mentoring or proper tutoring or the proper education that they need.
Should I give you a super big number too? Yeah? All right, so we're gonna do...
There is success in failure. Find a way to dust yourself off, get up, and keep going.
What I've enjoyed seeing is when some of the youth that end up coming to Mod Squad as a referral, as a client, when they get to turn around and become mentors in Mod Squad. And so that's exciting to see.
Once they hit the program, they see like what it does and like how you can be inspired and how you can actually go for your dreams and goals, and they go totally a whole nother direction.
Had, closer friends within Mod Squad and, growing together with people who are, going through the same things as you, have to deal with the kids that are at the building, or, they have the similar situations and similar stories as you. And so you just kind of get to grow up as a group, and as you kind of become a community. And that's why everybody in Mod Squad is so close, and anybody who comes into Mod Squad becomes a part of the family.
Go after whatever it is you're dreaming. And in your nose, find the gumption, the strength, and the courage that in that no, I'm going to find something positive and I'm going to excel in this.
As the need has grown, so has Mod Squad. They now operate at 4 locations in Hardin County to meet the growing needs of our youth.
Recently, the EC3 Media Arts students took an educational trip to the KHSTA Journalism Conference in Louisville. Jackson takes us inside. Currently, we're at the High School Journalism Conference, ready to learn some new things and utilize some new skills. Let's get going.
Advertising, wherever we're at in the whole mass communication thing, is understanding that it's all about community.
This is the state conference for the Kentucky High School Journalism Association. It's in conjunction with the Kentucky Press Association. It's an annual convention. This is actually the first time for us to do it. Last year it was under the direction of the Kentucky Press Association. We, Campbellsville University, took it over. So this is our first time to do this. We've got a wide variety of topics, and I'm very pleased with the number of students here, considering a lot of schools are out today for a variety of reasons.
I didn't know what to think. I didn't know what we were going to do. And then once I got here, the people speaking were very clear on what the message was, and there was no gray area around it.
The purpose of the whole conference is to bring students to state convention, to introduce them to some of the professionals in the field that they might be working in someday. I think it's good to have contacts, to know people. I don't think you can beat that. And just to provide them with some educational, information about the field that hopefully they're going to go into. I'm a university professor. I used to work in the newspaper business. We encourage young journalists.
I was, because I'm a sophomore in high school, so for college I possibly wanted to major in journalism. So just getting to hear from professionals what it's like in the actual world just kind of sways me in my decision when I go to pick what I want to do.
Who knows what kind of media there'll be 10 years from now, but we need good, honest, reputable, ethical people in the field. And we're here to encourage that, to put you in touch with professionals, to encourage you to pursue your dreams, and that this is a noble field to go into.
So far I've been to 2 lectures. The first one was about social media and just kind of about all the ethics behind it, because we only see what's promoted, and it's kind of what advertisement has to do with it and what you have to put into social media, because there's so much that we don't realize, like commercially what you promote, the audiences you have to get to, the crossover, just all the politics behind that.
We had a great time at the High School Journalism Conference. We gained a lot of new knowledge and gained a lot of new skills. Reporting at the High School Journalism Conference, I'm Jordan Shive.
school sports do much more than entertain. They also impact lives. Here's stories about how basketball has changed the lives of Central Hardin students. Grace brings us that story.
I've been playing basketball since 3rd grade, and so I've been playing for about 8 years. I first got into basketball when my coach for the basketball team in the school I played for was interested in me. And I played football. I wasn't really into it, so I thought giving basketball a try would be worth the shot, and I liked it.
Okay, my favorite position would be shooting guard because I'm not the best point and I'm not opposed, and like shooting's like my thing.
A lot of my friends are because I started basketball. That's why I'm friends with a lot of them. They're my team.
Changed my life by like staying out of trouble, going to practice, not going like hanging with other people because like I'm from a big city, so it's easy to get in trouble.
I like the best thing about basketball is being around your friends and.
The pathway that I'm taking is welding, and what it offers is certifications, much like the many other programs. And it's also a very hands-on environment. I truly haven't been in an environment like this in any other places that I've been. I feel like this program definitely isn't for everybody, but if you're willing to get down to the nitty-gritty and willing to get dirty, then it is the program for you. There hasn't been an experience like this that I've ever been through, and honestly, welding is just a lot of fun. It's something that requires focus and dedication. As long as you have those things, you're able to get through with it, man. Any advice that I would like to give to the newcomers, come in with an open mind and patience with yourself and understanding with the environment around you, because starting off is not an easy task, but once you get it, you got it.
Teachers have a very important impact on people's lives. One of the math teachers at Central Hardin has positively helped many of her students. Lauren tells us more.
Vivian Russell is one of the junior math teachers at Central Hardin High School. Having experienced a wonderful career of 38 years, her love for teaching her students and watching them understand math has never diminished.
I just like seeing the aha moments, everybody's getting it, and seeing everybody's smiling faces.
A struggle she has experienced lies in students' preconceived notion of math, in which they feel they will never like or understand the subject. But Ms. Russell does a great job of easing their worries.
Well, my struggle is students feel they don't like math, so when they come in, they have a preconceived notion that they don't like math, they're never going to get math, and so that's been a struggle for me.
Before her, I was really bad at math, and now I'm doing really well. To make things better for her students, she works very hard every single year to implement new ideas and strategies to enhance their learning.
I learn every year. I try to teach and implement new ideas every year.
When she was younger, her algebra teacher inspired her to start teaching math because of her conscious and passionate way of teaching.
My algebra teacher was a very conscious teacher and loved teaching math, and she inspired me to teach math.
Ms. Russell's impact is not hard to see at all. Junior Hannah Pence is very thankful for Ms. Russell's compassion in teaching.
In Power Hour, she's always available to help me, and in class, anytime a student needs help, she's always there to help. And she goes around individually to everyone, make sure they're caught up on their work. And she has helped me a lot to raise my grade and to keep my grade as an A out of 100. So she's helped me to learn things for ACT.
Ms. Russell's ultimate hope is that her students will be able to apply their math knowledge in the real world. Her avid love of teaching is obvious, and her students love her even more. Lauren.
I'm currently a staff sergeant in the United States Army and serving as a recruiter here at the Elizabethtown Recruiting Station. What you see behind me is a STEM trailer is what we call it. STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. It showcases some of the technology that we incorporate as well as what we will use in the future, primarily exoskeleton and a search and rescue dog. We do this just to showcase what the Army has to offer, whether it be with STEM or answer any questions that anyone has regarding the Army, so that way people can see that we don't just shoot, move, and communicate. We do other things besides just go into battle. For me, it's just to prove to people and show them that, even as a local person, since I graduated from Central Hardin, that college, it can be the answer, but you can also approach things in a different way and show them that the Army has a multitude of ways to assist them in achieving all of their goals. Tips for new recruits essentially is when it comes to physical and everything like that, just give it your best. That's all we ask, and then we will give you ours. So that way we can continue to work as a team and just start you on the right path. So far in the military, I've primarily served as a law enforcement agent, which military police. I am qualified to investigate traffic accidents all the way up to fatalities, as well as a military police investigator, which is essentially a detective, as well as served on the military side for SWAT, what we call it SRT. Just at the Army, you don't have to just do one job. There's a multitude of jobs that the Army has to offer, and it's a family. So once you join, you don't just have your own family, you incorporate your brothers and sisters to your left and your right.
And that's all for this month's Real Talk. We'll see you next time.